Welcome to Extreme Intellectual Club. Please watch all of our series, and we do have quite a few, and they're lots of fun. Oh, yes, they are. You never know what's going to happen with our club of extreme intellectuals of an IQ of over 150. All snap! Now, let me tell you what's hard. Why we've had many of a good professor with very, very high IQs not be able to join our club. And let me tell you why. I have three little letters, little bitty letters. Let me tell you what that is. That's E-G-O. She did not. Oh, yes, she did. Yes. Ego. But imagine this. Imagine. That'll be our topic for today. Imagine and panspermia and double helix. A few things we're going to go over in today's lesson. And ego. Well, we'll imagine why that ego is. Can you imagine spending your whole life trying to prove a theory? And all the papers and all the years of school and master's degrees and PhDs and everything that you have, all the money, and everything that you've put into your life, and the books, the books that you've written to prove your theories and your points, only to be debunked by science in the end. That would, ouch. But the world was not flat. Now was it? No, it wasn't. But it's okay, you believed in what you believed in, and you did it with zest, and you did it with your heart and your soul, and you believed in it, and that's all that matters. But what happens is when you let your ego get in the way, and when science proves you wrong, and you will fight, some of these men will fight to the end and lie to themselves, even. Yes, they will lie to themselves and convince everyone until the day they die that cannot be. That cannot be. While science, on the other hand, is proving them wrong. And it's a hard hit. It's a very hard hit. I can understand. But we must go on, and we must, it's called technology. Ouch. And we live, we learn, and we educate to the next level. And it's a big hard hit and a big blow when you've put your whole life into books and theories, and you've tried to prove this wrong your whole life, or prove it right. Well, that's what happens with the theory of evolution, which we have. Oh boy, touchy. Fight after fight. Well, now we've learned a lot about panspermia now, haven't we? There's a lot of older gentlemen that just refuse to, even though we have scientific facts now that of course, there's evolution. We evolve constantly. Everything evolves. But we did not come from apes. No, we didn't. We didn't. If we did, we would be able to use their little heart valves instead of a pig's valve in surgery. You get me? You get me? My father-in-law has a pig's valve in his heart, and not orangutan, not a monkey, not an ape's body part in any whatsoever, in any kind of surgery. Can you use this? If we came from them, we would be able to use them. We cannot use their body parts, okay? We did not come from them. Our DNA matches up yay much. Now, which brings me to the DNA, the double helix. All right? It was designed. They, meaning scientists that are up to date and not fighting a lost battle on their theories that they've worked very hard on their whole life. But the scientists that have moved on and are continually learning and aren't stuck on one thing, and that have moved on and that are continually learning what's really going on out there. They just blow my mind away. I enjoy them so much. But that's where their fight. The fight is with the old generation and the new generation. Well, the new generation is here, and it's here to stay. And there's a lot going on with the old generation. Just refuses to look at. They have their head in the sand because of their ego. Ouch! It hurts, and they just refuse to believe that that's their whole life's work. What would you do? What would you do if you spent your whole life, working on something and you got slammed by the new generation? That's not right. All of a sudden, that would hurt. It's ouch. But we must go with what we learn in the here and now, and which is technology, which is everything that is being brought in with the new scientist, and I love that the open-mindedness. But we also have the government that comes in and goes debunk. Well, they come in and they mess up a lot of stuff, but yet we have our little private guys that do quite a bit on their own, and we enjoy speaking with them. And a lot of guys, a lot of our professors at the colleges just refuse to even acknowledge them and their work and their very hard work and what they have to bring in to the situation, which is a lot of goodies. And they're the ones who are the ones that we listen to and that we hear the new facts. And they have all the new equipment and the things that come in and the things that we pretty much listen to and learn from, which these other guys kind of go, I don't hear it, I don't know, I don't listen. But that's all right. That's all right. They do what they do, and we just have to continue to march forward. And I like to stay up to date what's going on with everything regarding NASA, NOVA, anything having to do with space and technology. And there's a lot of, you've got to really look in the cracks for that stuff. And then, of course, you have your conspiracy theorists. Watch out for a lot of that stuff, and don't fall into that so much either, because that can get kind of wacky. But you do want to know the truth, and there is a truth out there to be known, absolutely. And we are lied to, yes, absolutely. Now I do believe in panspermia, and I do believe that the scientists are quite correct. That the double helix, they've come to the conclusion that it couldn't have just poof popped. It was designed. It's too complex not to have been designed. And it didn't just pop up here on Earth. No, it came from somewhere else. Hence panspermia. Now, I've already gone over. I'm not going to get too much into the evolution BS. You know, we can fight all day on that and about coming from apes. No, no. I think there was some human slash ape type of people at some point, but they were not. Were we? How should I say? Derived from? They were not the ones. We did not come from those. If you understand what I mean, we did not come from those. They were not the intelligent ones that had the DNA of the gift of the voice, the gift of the mind. So they were quite half animal themselves, maybe Bigfoots perhaps, but they weren't us. There's a big difference, big difference. And then there was also the Neanderthals, not us. No, not at all. You may look all this up, and you will see that I am correct. Yes, or you would not be in this club. Now, just imagine, if you will, imagine. Oh, I must get a little sip here because my my throat's a little sore. Hold on. Ah, refreshing. Imagine. Say that word again. Imagine. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. No hell below us, that is. Above us, only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. I think I will. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer. But I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us. Please enjoy. Please do join us. And the world will live as one. Thank you and have a pleasant tomorrow. Good night.